Now we're moving on to another really good appetizer, or again, light lunch or snack, chicken bacon ranch bites. For this recipe, you'll need 2 cups of cooked chicken, 12 wonton wrappers, 1/4 cup of shredded cheese. For the ranch dressing, you'll need 1 cup of Greek yogurt, 2 tablespoons of dried parsley, 3/4 teaspoons of dried oregano, 1/2 teaspoon of dried basil, 1 teaspoon of garlic and onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt and pepper, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, and 2 tablespoons of almond milk. So I'm using wonton wrappers again, and I just have for the recipe 12 wonton wrappers, but I really do like to double them just because it makes it a little bit more of a sturdy cup or foundation for what you're gonna add for the filling. So these wonton wrappers are perfect because they do look like you spent a little more time, a little fancy in the kitchen, but it's super easy to do. And sticking them in a muffin tin makes it that much more easy. I have never used them to make actual wontons, so I can't speak to that as to how they are making wontons, but I do feel like they're a little bit small, and I can't imagine trying to put filling in them. It seems like it would be very difficult. For things that I like to fill, I do use egg roll wrappers just because they're a little bit bigger and easier to work with, but these are perfect for muffin tins. And for the chicken bacon ranch filling, you do need to have some cooked chicken. So that's what I have here is 2 cups of cooked chicken that I cut really small because these little cups are pretty small. So you do want the chicken to be bite size, and then some Greek yogurt. So this is gonna be like the foundation of our ranch. And if you've never made your own homemade ranch, it is really, really simple. And I do use almond milk in this recipe, but if you have buttermilk, it does taste that much more like original ranch just because it has like almost a sour acidic flavor. But we do use a little bit of lemon juice with the milk just to make it just taste that much more like buttermilk. So if you don't have buttermilk, no problem. So I'm gonna go ahead and stir this chicken and the yogurt and the milk up just to kind of get that all mixed together. Then we're gonna do all of our seasonings. And the seasonings really where you get the ranch flavor. So super simple, you really just need buttermilk or milk, lemon juice. If you don't have buttermilk, yogurt, and seasoning, and you got your own homemade ranch. And then we're gonna do a tablespoon of parsley. You know, when it comes to any kind of appetizer, I love to bring appetizers to parties and then watch people enjoy them and people just marveling at, oh, these are so delicious. You know, what's in this? And then I get to tell people about how it's healthy, how it's also good for you. And people often don't believe me. In fact, that's how I started Dashing Dish. When I was working as a nurse, I would bring all kinds of baked goods to my nursing friends that I worked with, and they could not believe when I told them that it was not just cake or muffins or brownies, but it was also a healthier version. People were like, no way, I want this recipe. And that's how we started Dashing Dish. We just started putting the recipes on a website, just a really simple website, so that I could share it with my nursing friends. And so I love to do the same still today, but bring it to parties or get-togethers where I'm able to tell people, oh, yeah, well, not only is this delicious, but it's also really good for you, and here's what's in it. And every single time without fail, people are like, oh, I need the recipe. And you know, I think it's really great that people are able to see for their own selves that healthy food can be really delicious and visually appealing. So for these little ranch bites, I'm gonna go ahead and fill the wonton wrappers with about 2 tablespoons of the filling. So I do have a little mini or kind of medium size muffin scoop that's about 2 tablespoons big, just to kind of evenly scoop out the portions for the filling. And then what I like to do is I like to take some cooking spray whenever I'm working with wontons and just spray the tops with cooking spray because it does help them get just a little bit more golden brown on top. People often think that they're fried, but really it's just a little bit of cooking spray. And I do make my own cooking spray in just a spray bottle, just using avocado oil. So that way I know what's in it. Okay, we're gonna fill this last one, and those look so delicious already. Then we're gonna top it with some cheese, some shredded cheese. So these are protein packed, so they do make a really good lunch. And these wonton wrappers, once you cook them, will stay good in your fridge for a couple days. So you could even make these ahead of time, which I also love when it comes to bringing things to get-togethers. Anytime, especially if I'm having people over, I love to have things ready to go. You will never find me cooking when people come to my house, because to me, that is like complete stress mode, is when I have guests coming in, I'm trying to get everything together and cook at the same time. So I always like things that are ready ahead of time and ready to serve. So these are ready to go in the oven, 425 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes.